Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of J Bros Cooking. And today we have John back with us with some fresh bone marrow from my younger sister, his older sister.
I also refer to her as my younger sister though.
But yeah, mentally she is younger than him. Is that safe to say?
No, we can't talk that way anymore because I have the same DNA, so
Yeah, I guess
you're dissing me now.
But anyways, this is John's first video back.
Joe knocked out a couple episodes that were good to knock out without me because the deviled egg episode, I'm not an egg guy.
John doesn't like deviled eggs.
If you ask me, I don't like eggs at all. If you ask me how I like my eggs, I'm going to tell you hatched. Chicken is the way to go. So we're bringing you a fairly simple recipe. We're going to be making a white bean soup. Going to go over our ingredients real fast. So we got our sausage, our white beans. We're using cannellini beans today, rosemary, garlic, onion, some bay leaf, little chicken bouillon for our chicken stock, some salt and pepper, and our olive oil. So Joe, if you want to fire up the heat.
That's what was missing, was someone to tell me what to do, because I didn't know how to turn this on. Or
We'll hit it with about a tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to start by taking our sausage and cutting them out of the casings. Just going to cut a little slit right there. Sausage removed from the casing.
all right, so I'm just gonna break this sausage down. All right, so now I'm just gonna dice up the onion. I'm gonna put a little bit more olive oil in there. Now you can take the meat out if you want, but since I'm lazy, I was gonna say since I'm such a professional.
Well, that sausage still got a little bit more to cook. And it's all gonna finish once we let the soup simmer up anyways. Up next, we got our garlic. Give it a nice crush.
All right, so John diced up the garlic. I'm gonna throw it in the pot here. Ooh, I don't want to do blade down, it's unprofessional. All right, so now I'm just gonna mix it all up. The onions, the garlic, and the meat all together at once now.
And we're going ahead and add our spices. I like to add the spices right now.
Black pepper medley going in. We're gonna do a little bit of sea salt, but we are using some bouillon, so I'm gonna go actually really light on this.
Can always add more later.
Throw in our bouillon cubes.
And then we got our rosemary.
I'm gonna let John do that because that's professional level stuff.
Give it a good crush.
Wow, that's intense.
And rosemary is strong. We are using a whole teaspoon, but we're making a pretty big pot here. Making enough for the whole family, so we're using a bit more. If you're using fresh, probably be about 1 or 2 sprigs of rosemary, be equal to about what we used right now. All right, we're gonna get that all mixed up, break up that bouillon. Now, if you have chicken stock, homemade chicken stock, definitely you can use that. If you buy the pre-made chicken stock from the store, use that. I'm a big fan of bouillon. Joe's a big fan of bouillon. We always have it on hand. It's just one of those things that's nice. So that's what we're using today. Next, we'll be adding our beans, our white beans.
John had these soaking all night.
Like Joe said, we soak these, you know, it would be equal to about 4 cans of beans we're using today.
Oh, is that what it'd be equal to?
Yeah. Now we got the beans in, we got everything in, we just need to add the water, the bouillon's in there. I like to give the beans about a minute or 2 just to get some heat on them. It is smelling great already, huh, Joe?
It's delicious. I'll eat like this.
I mean, there's nothing raw in there at this point. We're gonna add our water. We're starting with about 2 cups, but I predict we're gonna need anywhere between 3 and 4 cups of water. There's our third one. All right, and we will be adding that 4th cup of water right there. We're gonna bring it up to a boil and then lower it down to a nice simmer, real low boil, and let it go for about 20 minutes. Like I said, everything's cooked in there. Oh, we have to add our bay leaves.
Ooh, you want me to handle this?
You shall. Go ahead, Joey. Bay leaves going in. And I think, I don't know.
Gentle with them.
I like to put the bay leaves in last because I like to be able to pick them back out. Otherwise they get lost in there and they don't really soften up. So I'm not a fan of biting into a bay leaf. We've been simmering for about 20 minutes. Now what we're gonna do is we're shooting for mostly bean, but it doesn't really matter if we get some sausage in here. But we're gonna pull out about a cup worth. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna smash up as much of the bean as we can and then add it back in, let it go for maybe another 5-10 minutes. And that's just gonna add like a nice creaminess, thicken up that broth a little bit. And that's about what it should look like. We'll go ahead and add that back in. At this point, about another 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at the most. It's gonna start thickening up, be right where we want it. With soups and stuff like this, you don't wanna take it all the way to like the thickness you want because it's gonna continue to thicken up even more, so you wanna stop. But if it does get a little too thick, you can add a little bit more water back in and thin it back out. So we got our completed white bean and sausage soup. Finish it off with a little parsley. That broth thickened up nicely. And I gotta say, Joe, I'm ready to taste. It's still...
Yeah, it's a little hot.
It's still a little hot.
But I ain't scared.
Now, I would say we're coming right up on Thanksgiving. We put in sausage. You add some turkey to this, or even just the way it is. But if you want to go more Thanksgiving themed, this would be...
what I was thinking would be really good?
A great addition to your Thanksgiving dinner.
If you fried up a few pieces of bacon.
Yeah.
Threw it in here. Okay, let's try this.
This would definitely be a good addition to your Thanksgiving dinner. Still hot. Excellent. Joe was talking about, you know, he likes spicy, but not too spicy, so he maybe would have done like half and half, two hot links, 2 sweet links. But honestly,
1 hot link.
And 3 sweet links. It's a little spicy, but not too bad. The bean mellows it out nicely. Really good. Really. I'm going in for another bite.
Very good. So good.
It's no hospital chicken noodle.
That's what I'm saying. Is this better than hospital food?
It's better than hospital food.
Being in the bone marrow transplant unis can only get 1 visitor, and that was his wife. I don't know why he would pick his wife over his older brother. Kind of weird, right?
The other half of J Bros, right?
But I couldn't sneak him any food in. Well, this wraps up another episode. Don't forget to check out our social media, Facebook, Instagram, J Bros Cooking. We still have cutting boards available. Order them now. If you want to order one in person, if you see me, if you know me, feel free to do so.
And on our website, jbroscooking.com, you can find all the written recipes, download them as a PDF, make our soup in your kitchen.
Make it your own, make it better.
Well, I don't know if that's possible, but...
Remember, it's always better when you make it yourself.
J Bros out.